Hello and welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about the Sam F. Davis Stakes at Tampa Bay. I know this is coming up kind of late, but maybe this will help people that handicap in the morning of the race. So let's talk about the Sam F. Davis. We have Sigi Mendoza here, and we're just going to go down the list. Starting off with Confessional. Now, Confessional ran second to Nearly at Gulfstream Park, and it was a good effort. Nearly went on to win the Holy Bull Stakes, as we all saw. But I am kind of disappointed that he didn't put up a bigger fight after a 46 half. What do you think about that?
Yes, in that race, nearly proved he was a superior individual, but Kovacevic ran okay, being considering nearly is now a top contender to win the Kentucky Derby. Um, he's a horse by essential quality, and well, he's booked by is Pratt on the iron, so I think he's going to run well. I'm not picking him to win, but from the rail, Pratt will work out a trip.
And you have no doubts about his ability to route.
No, he's by essential quality, and I think he's going to run well at least until 9 furlongs. He will be okay.
I guess my other concern is the price. I know Renegade will be the favorite, but we know the public loves Brad Cox, so we'll see what kind of odds he ends up as. Let's move down to number two. Epic Desire. He won a maiden race at Tampa Bay Downs by 2.5 lengths. It only came up with an 81 on Breeze, though, and I just think he's too slow. What do you think?
Yeah, he's moving up in class. He's too slow, and yes, I'm passing. I don't like that horse.
All right. Let's move on to number three, the Puma, who I like. The Puma was second to Chief Wallaby at Gulfstream Park. Now, normally I think this is tough to go from a maiden race to a Derby Trail race, but I have respect for Chief Wallaby. I thought he was impressive, and the Puma only lost to him by a length and a half. So, what do you think of the Puma?
Yeah, the Puma showed talent in that race since he was second to Chief Wallaby. Recorded a nice speed figure, but I don't like that they are rushing him. They also entered him in a middle special weight, and they preferred this race. I think there is too much Derby fever, and to me, the logical move would be to run in the middle special weight and then look for a prep in the next month. So for he probably he can win, but I don't like that kind of move.
Well, to counter that, I would say, didn't this trainer also train Mage, the Kentucky Derby winner, a few years ago? So I think he
Yeah,
knows what he's doing. And his odds will be higher than Confessional, at least. It's 61 on the morning line. Do
and
you have any thoughts about that?
and he also trains a horse named Victory Avenue. That in the second race he rushed him and it was a mess.
I do remember
For
him. We'll see
yes,
what happens. I like the Puma. I like his tactical speed. Let's go down to number four. Game for it, who you like. And I don't like him too much because he won a maiden optional claimant Aqueduct. And I looked at a couple of those horses. They didn't look that great to me. But I did watch the race. I did watch the gallop out. It was a strong gallop out. What do you think of game for it?
yes, indeed, this is a step up in class. He's moving up in class. But if you watch the race, the gallop out with was really strong. And this is a horse that he is by known agenda, and he would like to stretch out. I know this is a stronger group, but the distance would be fine for him. And I'm using him just to pick a piece and using him underneath in my exotics.
Yeah, he might be a good horse if you're doing a trifecta or superfecta. Maybe throw him in third or fourth, but I don't think he can win this race. All right, we go down to number five, Oselli. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but he's a maiden as well. And he's lost three times. He lost to Thunderbuck two back. And I remember Thunderbuck, he did not run well in one of those fairgrounds races. So I would have to think this horse is weak. What do you think?
Well, with Ocelli, he's another maiden special weight. He another maiden. He needs to win a race, and I think they're rushing they're also rushing him. So I don't consider him in my picks.
Yeah, I think he needs a confidence builder. I think he needs to break his maiden first, and then they can try some stakes races down the road. So he's not for me. Down to number six, Renegade, who I know you like. but I have some concerns about the quality of the Remsen Stakes. I don't think he beat a good field, even though Paladin is considered one of the best horses on the Derby Trail. And I know Renegade beat Paladin in a maiden race 2 back, and he was placed second in that race through disqualification. So technically, Renegade is a maiden trying to win the Sam F. Davis Stakes. What do you think about Renegade?
Well, yes, I think Renegade is just a maiden on paper because he crossed the wire first in the second race, in his second start. And then in the race in the Remsen, if you watch the workout pattern, he was short for that race, since he missed some weeks. He wasn't working every week like he's doing now. Paladin is considered a top three contender to win the Derby, so I think his horse is legit. And to me, after that race, the horse will be considered in the top five for the Kentucky Derby.
You also mentioned that the pace went fast in the race, and I will give him some credit for moving into that fast pace. You see, under 1C and 2C, plus 12 and plus 6, if you use Breeze, that usually means it was a fast pace. So I give him some credit for that. But it doesn't concern you that Balboa lost the Jerome Stakes or that Grittiness lost the Winter Stakes today?
No, I think the thing I watched in the Rensen is that probably Aidan Ortiz made a mistake moving him too soon. You watch the race replay, he moved too soon, it was wide, while Paladin was on the inside just waiting and waiting for room. And I think that those two things, he was short and the ride wasn't the best. So I think this time he's fit and he will show all his talent and win the race at a short price.
All right, we'll just have to agree to disagree. I'm going to take a risk by not using Renegade on my tickets, and we'll go down to number 7, Wayne's Law. Okay, number 7, Wayne's Law. I just think this horse is too slow. He lost to Oscar's Hope in the Jean Lafitte at Delta Downs, and I don't think Oscar's Hope is that good. So what do you think of Wayne's Law?
Yes, although that race was at Delta Downs, it's a difficult track to run. But if you watch the other races, he's really too slow. He needs to improve too much to be competitive in this race.
All right, let's go down to number 8, Max Capacity. And I just think this horse is too slow as well. He was fourth by 11 lengths in the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. He was eighth. No, he wasn't eighth. He was second by 8 lengths in the inaugural stakes at Tampa Bay Downs. What chance does this horse have?
He needs to move forward too much. I think if he win, he would be a big upset.
Maybe the connections have Derby fever. Let's go down to number 9, Dr. Kapoor. Now, I think this horse is interesting because he set a fast pace in the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes, and I know he faded to 6th, but I think he could improve if he just slows down a little bit. We saw Soldier and Diplomat finish a good second today in the Southwest Stakes at Oakland Park. So what do you think? Could this horse improve as well in the Sam F. Davis Stakes?
I don't like too much the post position, but he has a speed to overcome that. He will show speed. I think he will be the pace setter, and he will try to ward the field. I'm not using him, but I think he's really dangerous because the speed is a weapon in Tampa.
I'm going to use Dr. Kapoor in second. Maybe I'll keep the Puma on top of him and also use Confessional in second as well. Maybe that'll be my exacta for the race. What's your bet for the Sam F. Davis Stakes?
Yeah, I'm using Renegade on top. I think he's going to win this race, and he would be a major contender for the Kentucky Derby. And I'm using underneath Game for It. I really like Game for It to upset for the trifecta exacta. And Confessional is not a good price, but I think he's going to run well, so I'm using him underneath.
Okay, those are our thoughts for the Sam F. Davis Stakes at Tampa Bay Downs. And we'll talk to you guys soon on our respective YouTube channels. And have a good weekend.
Good luck.